one of the takeaways was you need conflict in your life. That's what he said. Like, without conflict, whether it's internal, external, you need conflict in order to grow and become a better person. And I mean, obviously, you need conflict to start a war, but also you need internal conflict at all times to progress. So that was one of the things that when I first started reading, I was like, yes, that's sort of, because, a lot of people will think that you need just a peace of mind, you just need to be at a complete like homeostasis.
Yeah.
But he's saying that you need the conflict at all times in order to grow. So.
And it's very important concept to embrace when you work, right? Because a lot of times I think people, they see conflict, they automatically go like, oh my gosh, like why do I have to deal with this? Because we don't like to expect conflict. And earlier today we had a private conversation just about life in general, and you shared with me this idea, this daily affirmation of expecting three things to go wrong in your life every day. And when that happens, you're like, oh, hey, conflict 1, conflict 2, and conflict 3. And at the end of the day, if you didn't have 3 conflicts, you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it's that idea of embracing conflict that allows you to grow and live your life fruitfully.
Yeah, it is very, very important to have that reminder at all times. And I think, especially in war, you need that conflict to kind of keep you grounded for why you're fighting this war too.
Yeah.
You need to remember the why behind it.
Yeah.
And that kind of really helps kind of not only keep you going, but also keep your army, keep your troops going. And in a workplace, kind of keep your team going. They need to know, hey, this is the issue that we're working on, and I need you guys as a team to help me out with this.
This is the greater purpose. And
exactly.
we sacrifice and we fight and we get down and dirty, but at the end of the day, it's for a greater cause is what we're doing it for. Conflict is inevitable, and you just have to decide if this conflict is going to lead to construction or destruction of yourself and those around you.
Yeah, and then another part of the book is around, the book one is around like making sure that your team is, or your army is ready for battle, and they make preparations. So you have to be mentally and physically ready for it as well, which I think a lot of times people are not at that stage, right?
Okay.
They're a lot of times they're just kind of jumping into things. There's an area that they want to pursue, or there's a conflict they want to arise, but they just
sounds like me.
jump right into it without even thinking it through.
That's what I do most of the time.
But he said, and one of the things that he said, I know it's later in the book, but he also talked about how like if you don't know yourself and you don't know your enemy, then you've already lost the war.
Yeah,
you have to know yourself. You have to know your enemy.
Being prepared is very vital. Right? That's a common theme along this whole book is if you're not prepared, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
The last sentence of this book I know is one of your favorites. Yep. He says, do what I tell you to do. You will then always be successful in war. If you ask what happens if he does the same thing to you, you do not understand what I'm talking about. Study deeply.
Yes.
Why is this your favorite line?
What he's trying to say is that